Good day again, guys. Welcome to Simplified Mathematics with Olerato Musiane. I'm back again with another video, and now we'll be focusing on the application of the number system. Maths is about learning the principles that govern a particular topic, and then afterwards learning how to apply those particular principles. If you just follow those two steps, you can never go wrong with mathematics. So let's dig into it. Okay, they say the question says classify the following numbers as natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational number, or irrational number. So I just created my own question. So the first number that will be classified, what am I writing? Number 1, the first number that will be classified is 5. Okay, sharp. I'm gonna teach you guys a technique that I use when doing application. Sharp. They say we should classify this number. Okay, we're gonna classify it as if it is a natural number, a whole number, an integer, a rational number, or irrational number. Sharp. We are given what? We are given the question, and then what do you know about the number system? You know that we have what? Real. Okay, you should do this rough work on a side page. We know that real numbers are what? Rational numbers and irrational numbers, right? Rational numbers. And then rational numbers consist of what? Natural numbers, whole numbers, and what? Integers. And you can remind yourself that natural numbers are counting numbers, namely 1, 2, 3, 4, and then whole numbers are counting numbers in 0, 2, 3, 4, and then integers are all negative numbers, and 0 and positive numbers. Right? And then what did we write? And then this one, they cannot be expressed in terms of A and B. Okay. And then these ones can be expressed in terms of A and B. Okay. Sharp. And then we have to state whether 5 is a natural number, whole numbers, integer, rational, or irrational number. Okay. And then this is what you know about the number system. Sharp. Okay. And then 5, is it a whole number? Yes, it falls under the whole numbers. So 5, it is a whole number. 5 5 is a whole number. Is it a natural number? Yes, it falls under the category natural number because 5, it is a counting number. Natural number. Is it an integer? Yes, integers are what? Negative, 0, negative and positive numbers and 0. And 5 is a positive number. So 5 is also an integer. 5, is it a rational number? Obvious 5 is a rational number because we just solved for 5 is an integer, is a whole number, is a natural number. Okay, and a rational number can be a natural number, can be a whole number, it can be an integer. So 5 is a rational number. Okay, 5, is it an irrational number? No. Why? Because 5 is a whole number. It is not a recurring decimal. Okay, because irrational numbers can also be written in the form of non-recurring decimals. Rational numbers can be written in the form of recurring decimals. Bear that in mind. Sharp. And then the other example, we have negative. This is our number 2. Number 2, we have negative 17. Okay. The question is, we should state whether negative 17 is a natural number, a whole number, an integer, a rational number, or irrational number, right? That's the question. But the second question that you should ask yourself is, what do you know about these things? Like, what do you know about these things in a collective? The collective word for these things, it's the number system. What do you know about the number system? You have to remind yourself, whoever, Ponolo or Tumelo, know the real numbers. What are real numbers? Real numbers are rational and irrational numbers. Rational numbers give birth to natural number, whole number, and integers. Another alternative that you can use, we have the 3 generations: the grandparents, the parents, and the children. We have the grandparent, which is the real numbers. The parents are rational numbers and irrational numbers. The children are namely natural number, whole numbers, and integer. And then negative 17. Is negative 17 a natural number? What are natural numbers? Natural numbers are counting numbers. They are positive numbers. So negative 17 is not a natural number. Whole numbers. Negative 17, is it a whole number? Whole numbers are natural numbers and a 0. So negative 17 doesn't fall under this category. Yes. Integers. Integers are positive and negative numbers and the 0. Negative 17 falls under integers because integers range from negative infinity until where positive infinity. So negative 17 is what? It is an integer. Is it a rational number? No. Why is it not an irrational number? Please comment down below. Sharp. And then, oh, sorry for moving this thing. We have an interesting one, which is 1 and 1 over 2. If it is given like this as an improper fraction, right? The first step when solving an improper fraction into a proper fraction is what? You take the denominator and multiply it by this whole number. You take this whole number, whatever, you take the denominator, multiply it by this whole number, is 2. And then 2 plus this numerator is 3. So our proper fraction is 3 over 2. The denominator remains the same. We just solve for the numerator. How do we solve for the numerator? We say 2 multiplied by 1, it gives us 2. 2 plus the numerator, which is 1, it gives us 3. So we have 3 over 2. Where do we take this 2? From the denominator. This is our numerator, this is our denominator, this is our whole number. Now what do we have? We have what? 3 over 2. Okay, and then let's come back here. We are asked to classify whether 3 over 2 is a natural number, whole number, integer, rational numbers, or irrational number. Sharp. Is 3 over 2 a natural number? I highly disagree. Is it a whole number? I highly disagree, because whole numbers are natural numbers and 0. Is it an integer? I highly disagree. Is it a rational number? Yes, because it can be written in the form A over B. So it is a rational. It is a rational number. Is it an irrational number? No, it's not an irrational number. And then we have another interesting one, number 4, which is what? Which is square root of 15. Let's take out our calculators. In your calculator, punch square root of 15. Square root of 15 gives you 3,87273. If you round it to 3 decimal places, but the numbers continue sharp. And then this one, it's simple. Is it a rational number? No. Is it an irrational number? Yes. Because why? It cannot be written in this form. And again, it has a non-recurring decimal. So square root of 15 is an irrational number. Guys, do not mind my handwriting, please. And then the last one, number 5, we have square root of 16. If you punch square root of 16 in your calculator, it gives you 4. All right. Is it an irrational number? No, because it does not give us a non-recurring decimal. Is it a rational number? Yes, because it gives us a recurring decimal. It is a rational number. Thank you, guys. So I just taught you guys how to apply what you've been taught. How do you apply what you've been taught? You first read your question. Okay. After reading your question, you write down what you know about that particular question. And after you ask yourself this question, how do you know? How do you go from what you've been given to what you know? And then the gap between what you've been giving and what you know, it's there. it's the correct answer to your question. So this is the technique that we'll be using to apply whatever that we've been taught or whatever that you've read. And then I noticed, I know I've been a high school learner, I know that most of us are struggling with application of topics, especially that topics that has to do with angles and Euclidean geometry, and all you have to do is to study. Okay, you study, make a summary of your work, okay, learn your work, and then you take questions. Before answering a question, you read the question, you write underneath the question, you read what you know about that particular topic, and then you ask yourself, how do I go from what I'm being asked to what I know, from what I know to what I'm being asked. So the next subtopic I'm going to do is integers, I think, and then I'm gonna create a WhatsApp group strictly for grade 9s. On that particular WhatsApp group, I'm gonna also post it on the description box below. And then after finishing a subtopic, if you have questions that you find difficult, you should send them on that particular group, and then I will answer them, and I'll make a video of myself answering them, or I'll make a voice note to explain how did I get the answer. Yes, let's just change the narratives about mathematics, and let's just build a huge community of mathematicians who are just free and intending to help each other. Thank you so much. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to also check my videos at TikTok. On the TikTok platform, I will also share my TikTok handle. Thank you.